Well, good morning, Social Cam, and to all of those who can see this video. I'm excited to be up this morning. Of course, God has graced me to see another day, and apparently, if you can see this, He's graced you too. So, have one reason to be grateful or be thankful. I crashed early last night. I had a couple of things that I had to get done on today, and I was awake at about, 3:30 this morning. And just checked a couple of my social sites and saw the news that was going on in St. Louis, all over my timelines, all over my news feeds. And I thought about it. I began to, of course, pray for the families that are affected by this. But even more so, I began to seek the word from the Lord to find out, what's really going on. And this is what He gave me. And hopefully this will bless you. The idea behind a lot of the stuff that we see, and that's what's going on in the land now, is because we took the privilege from the village. And when I say that, there's a saying that says it takes a village to raise a child. I remember growing up right in Scotlandville, right on Progress Road, from one end of the road to the other, everybody knew everybody. And they were not afraid to tell us anything. You had to speak to every elder that was sitting outside drinking coffee and just enjoying the summer air, whatever it was, but you had to speak all the way up the street, all the way down the street. But the idea behind the village was that there was a watchful eye out for us as young people, even then, to make sure that we didn't stumble and that we didn't fall short of what we were supposed to do, even just becoming productive citizens. But of course, we've taken the privilege from the village because, we've gotten into the mindset and the mold that nobody's going to tell my child anything. Nobody can raise my child like me. And it's all a trick of the enemy. It caused division in the communities, which you see what the result of it was. The first prayer come out of schools. We blame the churches, but really it was a lack of community support that even went up to the schools and said, it was all right for our children to actually pray. That kind of thing. And the village lost its privileges when we began to take the word of our children, not saying that they were wrong, but classrooms are being torn up and destroyed day by day by kids who just don't have that level of respect that we did because we took the privilege from the village. So think about it. In retrospect, the enemy is coming in to cause division amongst the communities, and now as a result of it, he's on his job like never before. And if you can see it clearly, even the Bible tells us that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So what he's stolen that privilege from our village. He's killing our people at an alarming rate and destroying families and communities everywhere. So you got to understand that it's time for us as individuals to reconnect that village and to take a stand in the streets. I know when things of this nature happen, all of us get in an uproar. We're mad, we're angry, we want to protest this and protest that. I'm not agreeing with the police, I'm not siding with them, but in the same token, this still goes on day by day. Not just the police killing our children, but we have children killing children. We have men killing men in the streets, and we don't say anything about it. It's just another Tuesday. But when it comes down to something that we can get political access or get a lot of media hype behind, then everybody wants to be in an uproar and a rant. It's time for a change. It really is. We need to give the privilege back to the village. Find some people that are trustworthy enough that you can trust the hands of your very young to them, that in your place they can step in and tell them and check them on the behaviors that they're having in the middle of the street and the behaviors that they're having out in public when they're not within the four walls of your home. We need to give the privilege back to the village because the truth of the matter is the only way that we can be successful in this land is if we stick together. United we stand, divided we fall. A house divided amongst itself will not stand. That's biblical. So we need to become a unit, once again, a community that embraces and loves our young people, loves upon each other, and that way we won't have stories breaking out like this anymore. Johnny Fantastic this morning. I encourage you to continue to pray hard, lift those families that are affected by this travesty and this tragedy up. And even as our children went back to school this morning, continue to pray for them on a daily basis. We need them covered in prayer more than anything in this world. You have a great day and a blessed week.